Hello, we appreciate you visiting the PASSIONOY channel. Each video is created in love, driven by passion, and fueled by joy. Your PASSIONOY journey starts now. Welcome back, all of you, Club PASSIONOY VIPs. So glad for you to join us again. We're going to discuss a subject that touches the lives of many: depression. Depression isn't a one-size-fits-all condition. It manifests in various forms, each with its own set of symptoms and implications. From major depressive disorder to seasonal affective disorder, understanding these differences is crucial in recognizing when to seek help and how to support those who are struggling. This video aims to provide clarity on these various types of depression so you can better understand what might be happening with yourself or a loved one. So whether you're curious about your own experiences or just want to learn more, stick around as we break down what makes each type of depression distinct. Together, we can take that crucial first step toward understanding and healing. Type number 1, major depressive disorder, MDD. Description: major depressive disorder, MDD, is one of the most common types of depression. It is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. This type of depression affects how you feel, think, and handle daily activities, such as sleeping, eating, or working. It is more than just feeling down or having a bad day. It's a serious condition that can significantly impair a person's life. The exact cause of MDD is unknown, but it likely involves a combination of genetic, biological, environmental, and psychological factors. Symptoms to pay attention to: persistent sadness. A deep ongoing feeling of sadness or emptiness that lasts most of the day, nearly every day for at least 2 weeks. Hopelessness, a pervasive sense of despair, feeling that nothing will ever get better and that your situation is hopeless. Irritability, increased irritability or frustration over small matters. Loss of interest, a noticeable lack of interest or pleasure in activities you once enjoyed, such as hobbies, socializing, or even sex. Fatigue, chronic fatigue and lack of energy, even after sleeping or resting. Sleep disturbances, difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or oversleeping, waking up feeling unrefreshed. Appetite changes, significant changes in appetite leading to weight loss or gain. Physical symptoms, physical pain, such as headaches or digestive issues without a clear medical cause. Difficulty concentrating, problems with concentration, memory, and decision-making, feeling like your mind is in a fog. Guilt and worthlessness. Excessive feelings of guilt or worthlessness, often with no clear reason. Suicidal thoughts, frequent thoughts of death, dying, or suicide, may include planning or attempts. Questions to consider: have you felt an overwhelming sense of sadness or emptiness almost every day for at least 2 weeks? Do you struggle to enjoy activities or hobbies that you used to find pleasurable, such as spending time with friends, exercising, or reading? Are you experiencing changes in your appetite, such as eating much less or much more than usual? Have you had trouble sleeping, either by having difficulty falling asleep, waking up frequently, or sleeping too much but still feeling tired? Do you frequently feel like you are a burden to others, or have thoughts that life is not worth living? Type number 2. Persistent depressive disorder, also known as dysthymia, is a chronic form of depression. While the symptoms may be less severe than those of major depressive disorder, they last much longer, often for years. People with dysthymia may experience low self-esteem and feelings of inadequacy that persist over time, making it difficult to function optimally in daily life. This type of depression can be particularly challenging because it often goes unnoticed and untreated, as individuals may adapt to their persistent low mood and consider it part of their personality. Symptoms include chronic low mood, a general low mood or sadness that persists most days for at least 2 years, often feeling like you're in a constant state of mild depression. Low self-esteem, a long-standing pattern of low self-worth, feeling inadequate or like a failure, even when others might not see you that way. Fatigue, chronic low energy or fatigue that makes it difficult to complete daily tasks. Indecisiveness, difficulty making decisions or concentrating on tasks, often feeling mentally exhausted. Social withdrawal, tendency to withdraw from social activities or relationships, feeling disconnected from others. Appetite changes, either overeating or poor appetite leading to unintentional weight gain or loss. Sleep problems, insomnia or hypersomnia, yet still feeling tired. Pessimism, a consistently negative outlook on life, often expecting the worst or feeling like things will never improve. Feelings of hopelessness, an underlying belief that life will always be difficult and there's no hope for improvement. Some questions to consider. Have you experienced a low mood or feelings of sadness most days for at least 2 years? Do you often feel like you are just going through the motions in life without much excitement or joy? Do you find it difficult to make decisions or feel mentally exhausted even from simple tasks? Have you noticed that you've lost interest in socializing? Or do you avoid spending time with others because you feel you can't contribute to the conversation? Do you frequently feel tired, no matter how much sleep you get, and find it hard to motivate yourself to start or finish tasks? Type number 3, bipolar disorder, formerly known as manic depressive illness, is characterized by extreme mood swings that include emotional highs, known as mania or hypomania, and lows, known as depression. When you become depressed, you may feel sad or hopeless and lose interest or pleasure in most activities. When your mood shifts to mania or hypomania, you may feel euphoric, full of energy, or unusually irritable. These mood swings can affect sleep, energy, activity, judgment, behavior, and the ability to think clearly. Bipolar disorder is a lifelong condition, but you can manage your mood swings and other symptoms by following a treatment plan. Manic symptoms include euphoria, an excessively elevated, expansive, or irritable mood lasting at least 1 week, often leading to reckless behavior, hyperactivity, increased energy, activity, or restlessness, feeling like you can do anything, even if it's unrealistic. Racing thoughts. Thoughts that jump quickly from one idea to another, often feeling like your mind is racing. Decreased need for sleep. Feeling rested after only a few hours of sleep, or not sleeping at all for several days without feeling tired. Grandiosity. An inflated sense of self-importance or unrealistic beliefs about your abilities or plans. Risky behaviors. Engaging in reckless activities like spending sprees, unprotected sex, or making impulsive business decisions. Irritability or aggression. Increased irritability or anger, especially when others don't agree with your plans or ideas. Depressive symptoms, severe sadness. Profound sadness or despair, often with crying spells, and a feeling of emptiness. Fatigue and low energy. Extreme tiredness, making even small tasks feel overwhelming. Loss of interest. Complete disinterest in previously enjoyable activities, including hobbies, sex, or socializing. Sleep problems. Insomnia or oversleeping with no relief from exhaustion, feelings of worthlessness, intense feelings of guilt, worthlessness, or failure, often without a clear reason, suicidal ideation. Frequent thoughts of death, self-harm, or suicide. Some questions to consider. Have you ever experienced periods of time where you felt extremely happy, energetic, or invincible, even though others around you noticed that your behavior was unusual or out of character? During these periods of high energy, did you engage in risky behaviors such as spending a lot of money, driving recklessly, or having impulsive relationships? Have you ever gone days with very little sleep, but still felt full of energy and didn't feel the need to rest? After these high energy periods, do you experience a severe crash where you feel deeply depressed, exhausted, and unable to find joy in anything? Do these mood swings affect your relationships, job, or overall ability to function in daily life? Type number 4, seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is a type of depression that occurs at a specific time of year, usually during the fall and winter when there is less natural sunlight. SAD is more than just the winter blues. It is a serious mood disorder that affects your ability to function during the winter months. The lack of sunlight is thought to affect the body's biological clock, which controls sleep-wake patterns and mood, and may also lead to a drop in serotonin, a neurotransmitter that affects mood. SAD can also occur during the summer months, though this is less common. Symptoms include seasonal patterns. Depression that follows a seasonal pattern, most commonly during the fall and winter months. Low energy. Feeling sluggish, tired, and lacking the energy to complete daily tasks. Oversleeping. A tendency to sleep more than usual, often struggling to wake up in the morning, increased appetite, cravings for carbohydrates and sugar leading to weight gain, social withdrawal. A desire to isolate yourself from friends, family, and social activities, often referred to as hibernating. Hopelessness. A sense of hopelessness or despair that corresponds with the change in seasons. Difficulty concentrating. Trouble focusing or completing tasks, feeling like your mind is foggy. Irritability. Increased irritability, agitation, or anxiety during certain seasons. Loss of interest. Decreased interest in activities you once found enjoyable, such as hobbies or socializing. Some questions to consider. Do you notice that your mood significantly worsens during specific times of the year, especially during the fall and winter months? During these times, do you find yourself sleeping much more than usual but still feeling tired throughout the day? Do you crave carbohydrates or comfort foods more than usual, leading to weight gain during certain seasons? Do you feel more socially withdrawn and prefer to stay at home rather than engage in activities or socialize with friends during these times? Have you noticed that your mood and energy levels improve with the arrival of spring or summer? Type number 5, postpartum depression, is a type of depression that occurs after childbirth. It is a complex mix of physical, emotional, and behavioral changes that can have a significant impact on a new mother's life, unlike the baby blues that many women experience after giving birth. Postpartum depression can last much longer and significantly affect a woman's ability to care for her baby and handle other daily tasks. This type of depression is likely due to a combination of factors, including hormonal changes, emotional stress, and fatigue. It's important to note that postpartum depression can affect any woman, regardless of how smoothly the pregnancy or birth went. Symptoms of postpartum depression can include intense mood swings, overwhelming fatigue, and difficulty bonding with the baby. Women may experience severe mood swings, including periods of extreme sadness, anxiety, or irritability that interfere with daily life. Overwhelming fatigue is common, with new mothers feeling exhausted and unable to complete daily tasks despite getting adequate rest. Difficulty bonding with the baby is another symptom, where mothers struggle to connect emotionally with their newborn, often feeling detached or indifferent. Guilt and shame are also prevalent, with persistent feelings of guilt, shame, or inadequacy, believing you're a bad mother or unable to care for your baby. Changes in appetite, either eating too little or too much, and sleep problems such as insomnia or oversleeping, often linked to anxiety or worry about the baby, are also common. Withdrawal from family, friends, and social activities, feeling isolated or alone can occur. In severe cases, mothers may have suicidal thoughts or thoughts of harming themselves or their baby, feeling like they're not fit to be a mother or that their baby would be better off without them. If you've recently given birth and have felt persistently sad, anxious, or overwhelmed beyond what you expected from the usual baby blues, it might be time to seek help. Questions to consider. Do you have difficulty bonding with your baby, feeling like you're not connecting with them as much as you thought you would? Have you had intrusive thoughts about harming yourself or your baby, or do you feel like you're not a good enough mother? Are you often overwhelmed by feelings of guilt or inadequacy, believing that you're failing as a parent, even though others reassure you that you're doing fine? Have you withdrawn from your partner, family, or friends, feeling like you can't talk to them about what you're going through? Remember, postpartum depression is a serious condition, but it is treatable. Reaching out for support is a crucial first step. Type number 6, psychotic depression. Psychotic depression is a subtype of major depression that includes some form of psychosis. Psychosis can involve disturbing false beliefs, known as delusions, or hearing or seeing upsetting things that others cannot hear or see, which we call hallucinations. The psychotic symptoms typically have a depressive theme, such as delusions of guilt, poverty, or illness. This type of depression is particularly severe and requires immediate treatment, as it can cause significant impairment in a person's ability to function and can lead to dangerous behaviors. Symptoms include delusions, which are strongly held false beliefs that have no basis in reality, such as believing you're responsible for a disaster or that you're severely ill when you're not. Hallucinations involve seeing, hearing, or feeling things that aren't there, often related to the depressive themes, like hearing voices that tell you you're worthless. Paranoia means having irrational fears or suspicions that others are out to harm you or are conspiring against you. Severe depression includes profound sadness, despair, and hopelessness, often accompanied by feelings of worthlessness or guilt. Agitation is characterized by increased restlessness or irritability, sometimes leading to aggressive behavior. Physical symptoms are unexplained physical symptoms such as chronic pain that do not respond to treatment. Suicidal ideation involves persistent thoughts of death or suicide, often linked to delusional beliefs or hallucinations. Questions to consider. Do you ever hear voices or see things that others don't, especially when you're feeling deeply depressed? Have you had irrational beliefs that seem very real to you, such as thinking you're responsible for something terrible happening even though there's no evidence for it? Do you feel like others are out to get you or are conspiring against you, even though there's no clear reason to believe this? When you're deeply depressed, do you feel completely detached from reality, as if you're living in a different world or that nothing around you is real? Have these experiences made it difficult for you to function in daily life, such as going to work, taking care of yourself, or interacting with others? Type number 7, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, or PMDD, is a severe form of premenstrual syndrome that includes emotional and physical symptoms that can disrupt a woman's life. While PMS is common and can cause mild discomfort, PMDD is much more severe and can cause extreme mood shifts that interfere with work, school, social activities, and relationships. The exact cause of PMDD is not fully understood, but it is believed to be linked to hormonal changes during the menstrual cycle, as well as abnormal responses to these changes in certain women. Symptoms include severe mood swings, which are intense emotional changes, including severe irritability, anger, depression, or anxiety in the week or two before menstruation. Depression involves profound feelings of sadness or despair, often accompanied by crying spells. Anxiety means heightened feelings of anxiety or tension, often without a clear cause. Physical symptoms include bloating, breast tenderness, headaches, joint or muscle pain, and other physical symptoms that occur before menstruation. Fatigue is characterized by extreme fatigue or low energy, making it difficult to complete daily tasks. Sleep problems involve insomnia or the need to sleep more than usual, often feeling unrefreshed. Appetite changes include cravings for certain foods, especially carbohydrates, or a significant increase in appetite. Difficulty concentrating means problems with focus, memory, or concentration, feeling mentally foggy. Social withdrawal is a tendency to withdraw from social activities or relationships, feeling more isolated. In the week or two before your period, do you experience intense mood swings that make you feel out of control or like a different person? Do you feel extremely irritable or angry during this time, even over things that wouldn't normally bother you? Do you experience severe depression, anxiety, or a sense of hopelessness that starts to lift once your period begins? During this premenstrual phase, do you have physical symptoms like bloating, breast tenderness, or headaches that feel much worse than typical PMS symptoms? Do these symptoms interfere with your ability to work, go to school, or maintain relationships, making it difficult to function normally? All right, PASSIONOY VIPs, I appreciate you so much for staying with me throughout this video. I hope this breakdown of the different types of depression has given you some clarity and insight. Remember, recognizing the signs and understanding what you or a loved one might be going through is the first step toward healing. As we wrap up today's video, I want to leave you with a key takeaway. It's crucial for you to take the next step in recognizing the symptoms and knowing when to seek help. Whether it's major depressive disorder, persistent depressive disorder, or any other form of depression, each has its unique challenges, but also pathways to recovery. If anything in this video resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on it and consider talking to a trusted family member or friend. And don't be ashamed or afraid to seek advice or assistance from a healthcare professional. Knowledge is power, and by educating ourselves, we empower not just ourselves, but those around us who may be struggling. Thank you for watching, and if you learned something new today, please consider sharing this video to help others. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong. Congratulations, you're one step closer to a better you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. This helps us continue to make complimentary videos, and please share the video to help others live their best life. We look forward to reading your comments and responding. My purpose in life is to help others. God's love for us is our why at the PASSIONOY channel. Let's continue daily on a passion and joy-filled journey together, living our best lives. Join us today and become a Club PASSIONOY VIP, someone living their life driven by passion and fueled by joy, with hopes to help you live your best life now. The PASSIONOY Life, thank you for watching our video. Please check out all that our channel has to offer. From videos, shorts, our community tab, and our email newsletter subscription and blog links. Simply because we care about you.